If you're someone who struggles with Kesa Gatame, specifically being stuck on bottom, you can't find escapes, you can't find your way out, you get stuck there and it's frustrating, you're in the right place, because we're gonna cover a very simple and very effective escape that not only gets you out, but puts you in a dominant position. Let's dive in. You've probably seen this go by many different names. I really like to call this one the barrel roll escape. What we're gonna do to make this very, very simple is we're gonna break it down into the setup and the execution so that you remember this in your rolls and it's easy to finish in a live match. So to get started, let's check the example for the setup. As you can see here, my tactical training partner is in side control. He switches to Kesa Gatame. Now this position is difficult because it's a pinning position and it's very good at isolating your shoulders. You also have to remember that if you run your legs in any direction, it's very easy for the guy on top to follow you, to stay teed off with you. There's a previous video where we talked about managing escapes from side control. And if we're teed off with our opponent, it's very hard to get out. If we become an eye or parallel with our opponent, it becomes much easier to get out. We're going to cover that same principle again here today. So to start this off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect my arms around his torso. At the same time, I'm also using my shoulders to pull him forward as I arc my chest up a little bit. This pushes his body and his head forward closer to the mat. Now, we don't have a lot of time here. This is something that we need to do quickly because, as I said before, it's very easy for him to follow us. So once I have him in position with my upper body, I then run, not walk, I run my lower body so that I can get my hips as close to his as possible, thus creating the I symbol that we talked about. I can't send home the fact enough that if you do this slow or lazy, it's probably not going to work because it's very easy for that opponent to stay mobile on top. I want to get parallel with him so that I can get my hips under his. That part is necessary for what comes next, which is the execution. If your setup was done correctly, you should, in a way, be able to scoop underneath his body. This will make it very easy to twist and roll his body over mine in the opposite direction that I originally ran my legs. And all I'm doing is I'm pushing off that outside foot of mine, as you can see here. All this is balance points. All this is leverage. It doesn't take a lot of strength to do this right. I see so many people try to muscle this technique. You don't need a lot of strength here. It's purely balance and leverage. Once you get him past the point of no return, you don't even need to use any more energy. You can just let him drop off to the other side while you then get your base and end up in side control. Sure, there is a strength element here, but truly, if your leverage is right, your setup is right, you're underneath his hips, and you are able to run to his hips faster than he can run away from you, it doesn't take a lot. It's merely just you twisting in the opposite direction and bridging off that back foot, and you're clean and clear out. You guys that have been watching me for a while know that I've been training for about a decade, and this one rarely fails me. But again, we have to be very purposeful. So in review, we're connecting our hands, we're arcing him forward so that his head is closer to the mat. I'm then running my hips nearly as quick as I can to his hips, almost in a way so that I can scoop underneath him. Now, once I'm here, I bridge and roll in the opposite direction that I ran my hips, pushing off my outside leg. Then from here, once he reaches the point of no return, his tipping point, I don't even need to use any energy. I can just let his momentum carry him as I rotate to a base and get into side control. And it's as easy as that. Once you hit this once, you realize just how good it is. So if you're not using it yet, I highly recommend you try it. If you guys want other escapes, let me know. I'm doing this video because it was highly requested. I read through all the comments and I check what you guys want to see. So if you have ideas, you have sticking points in your game that you're trying to solve and you want them broken down in a simple, easy, and effective way, let me know. I post new videos every Monday, guys. So I'm here to help. Let me know what you want to see. With that, you know how we like to end them. Sometimes backwards, always forwards. I'll see you in the next one.